a fundraiser titled Meet the Heat for today from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Yes, it's April Fool's Day, but I only wish this was a joke. If it were, it would be a bad joke. The promotional flyer sought donors willing to pay $1,000 for the privilege of meeting hero cop Paul Meyer, meeting the K-9 unit, seeing tactical maneuvers, basically glorifying police violence. Why? To raise money for two nonprofit organizations whose sole purpose for existing is to advocate for more police services and more aggressive police tactics, more taxpayer funding, and less accountability. As a voter in the city of Portland, I immediately reached out to my mayor and city council to make them aware of my outrage at the message the advertisement sends at a time when we're told that the mayor, the city of Portland, and the police bureau are focused on reforming the culture and practices of Portland police. What is wrong with people with the ability to pay $1,000 to hang out with Portland police officers for the day? In my view, there are several problems with this event, and I shared my concerns with my elected officials. This event takes place at a public facility, on public time, during public business hours, with public employees. This event is only available for people with the means to pay $1,000 per person. The two organizations do not serve a public interest, but rather a narrow special interest, police officers. Former police chief Mike Reese has proven he has poor community relational judgment. Reese posted billboards equating homelessness with people supporting addiction. Former police chief Reese was disqualified from the last mayoral race in part because of his statement that response to a rape victim of for a 911 call was impacted by police interaction during Occupy Portland. However, the 911 recording disputed that claim. And then because of that, he dropped out of the race. As is the habit of the city council, when you write the entire city council, they don't write back. The person I got a response from was the police officer that Charlie Hales hired to be the liaison for the community. Once I learned that the participants will get membership into the Portland Police Foundation and the Citizen Crime Commission, a program organized by the Portland Business Alliance, I was further dismayed. Why would we allow a business lobby organization that has a very narrow agenda charge the public to enter a building that the public paid for and frame it in such an aggressive way? I believe this reflects the style and arrogance of the leadership of those organizations, and my outrage is that it should have never been sanctioned. Portland Police Association and Mayor Hales allege we need more police officers. But I allege if we can close this building, desperately needed training facility for 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., then maybe what we should be looking at is getting less police officers and not more. Because we don't need them today, so maybe we don't need them tomorrow either. It's ironic that we're standing in front of the Portland training facility 1 year into the settlement agreement with the Department of Justice Civil Rights Division. And you may know that Portland police were found guilty of using excessive force against people with mental health issues or people perceived to have mental health issues. But yet, so wouldn't it be great if today Portland Police had opened this building to tell people from the mental health community how they are de-escalating situations, how their new training is helping them engage with people with mental health issues. That would be something we, the community, could get behind.
Hear, hear.
But that's not what we're doing today at this building. Last month, the Racial Equity Disparity Report, produced by the MacArthur Foundation, found that if you are black in Multnomah County, you are 600 times more likely to be charged with a crime. How do people get to the district attorney's office? They encounter a police officer. That's how they get there. And so the connection, if this building was being used today to say, we've seen this report, we are appalled by it, and we're here to create strategies on how to impact those horrific numbers, we would be here in total support of that activity.
That's right.
But instead,
That's right.
the only elected leader we've heard from who was outraged by those numbers was Loretta Smith, who just happens to be the only African American on the Multnomah County Board of County Commissioners. So the last reason that we're appalled is that, and it's certainly not the least reason, is that community members have lost their lives at the hands of the police. And we've had zero accountability for those community members who've lost their lives at the hands of the police. And whether we speak of James Chassie, Kendra James, Jahara Perez, Mahir Poot, Keaton Otis, all of whom lost their lives at the hands of Portland Police, and in James Chassie case, Multnomah County Sheriff's help stomp him to death downtown on the street of Portland. We need a police bureau that values all lives, not just police lives.
Right.
And that's why we're here today.
Yes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Thank you for standing up for justice. Thank you for making sure that the rich people in this building understand that they've got to interact with the other people who live in the city of Portland. That they don't get exclusive rights to our police officers. They don't get exclusive rights to our elected officials. In fact, they are one person and one vote, just like the rest of us.
Hear, hear.
This is an election season. Who becomes police commissioner matters. Pay attention to the candidates because they all tell us the right things. And we had that experience with Charlie Hales. He ran as the Reform Police Bureau candidate, and then he turned police reform over to the Police Bureau. And so that's where we are today. I thank you very much for being here. Are there any questions from the media? Hearing no questions, thank you very much. I will collect my signs up there at the top. Feel free to hang out. Maybe we should go and see if they'll let us come in.
See if they'll give us a badge.
Go say, we're the community, can we come in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just